Open eye, feel the waves cut through me. Hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, hold tight. Chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me.
Damn, no sound, guys. Oh man, that's so annoying. That's so annoying. Okay. All right, let's try again. One more time.
Balls hanging low while I pop a bottle off of ya. Chain swinging, clang clang, and it costs a lot. Bitch, I'm always at the guala, yeah, and you are not badass beat. Keep on going till you hit the spot. Whoa, I'm a big bag hunter with the bow. She got a big bed, number drop it low. Mama called me and she happy with the grow.
Come for the trading, but stay for the fun. Happy trading, everyone. My name is Future Orbits, and welcome to some live session here with me on Asia here today. I hope you're doing well and that you're ready for some Asia session. This is my second Asia session, and we're trying to sell down to my buy zone once again. Here in the next 13 minutes, the Asia sessions to start to move. And what I just explained to you guys is that once the price comes up here, grabs a top wick here, and then flips, I will be in for the sell. So I want to see price come up here, grab a top wick. It can either be here, here, and then once it flips and come down to 56, we can get in here. Okay, so that's what I said before. So I'm just simply waiting to see are we gonna break out here and go up, and then we're not gonna take the trade, or is it gonna flip and we're gonna get in here, right? So that's what I am. That was what I was saying. So let's do it one more time here. So the sell stop here is gonna be 56. So I just want price to flip down, and then we're in. Okay. So 56 is right here. Let me know if you are understand the signal and that you are ready to get in. Price should start to move here in 12 minutes. So hello Optic, how's it going, man? Hey, gold for sure. Nice. Or mic, no audio. No mic, I think. Hey Jakar, how's it going, man? I'll be doing well. No sound, no sound, no sound. Yes, I got it. I'm sorry, guys. YouTube has no sound. No. It's just me who didn't turn on the sound because it's early morning, okay? Bossman, you don't have audio. Boom, Basla. Hope you're going to repeat all that. No sound. Silence your. There you go. Okay, now, do you trade New York session? I do trade New York session, but I just started trading Asia session here. Trade now active. Trade is active once we flip. Once we flip here, then we're gonna be in for Twitch stream. For VIP, you're already active. We are already active, right? Oh my god, I thought it's to sell now. I'm in already. Okay, that's okay, bro. I think we're gonna flip here and come down here. The only way we are not gonna get in for the trade if this price comes up in here now and breaks out, right? I just want to see if price flips and then we're in for the sell stop. So the sell stop is right here at 56, okay? So 56 is your entry. So I just want to see price flip because we cannot just randomly get in. We need to see price flip. We have missing bottom wick here, and we are respecting my sell zone so far. So let's see if we can get in here. So we're not in the trade yet, guys. We're waiting for the flip. But once we flip down to 56, we're in. What days would you like to do Asia session? I did Asia session last night, and I'm doing Asia session this night. And then we'll see if I do it tomorrow night as well. It all depends. I'm doing trial and error right now and trying to figure out what works best for me. Actually, the New York session today was not bad because we got the PPI news and then price started to move. So that was very lovely. But usually, New York session is just consolidating. But it seems like actually for the two Asia sessions here, we have been consolidating quite a bit. So I'm a little bit curious about like whether it's flipping now because price is about to break out on gold, and once we start to become bullish, that's when it's gonna move in London and New York session. So maybe I'm doing the wrong thing here, but we're trying some trial and error and seeing like if it's gonna work out or not. So yeah, right now I have my coffee, and I am sitting here with you with some sounds here. And we're ready to trade. But yeah, if you're asking about the VIP, we are live every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday pre-New York session. Then we analyze the whole New York session and what potentially could happen during the Asia session as well. And for many days, for many weeks, for many months, then my plan has all the time been to come down here, sweep this low here at 80, as you can see here down here, boom, and then just get in here for some buys down here at this area here. It haven't happened yet, but I thought it would happen this this Asia session, but we'll have to see, because right now it seems like price wants to come up for
Get shit on, brother.
some top wick here. So that's gonna be interesting. So guys, if you just joined my stream right now, we are waiting for a sell stop. So this is the current candle. We are up here at 60. I want to see price flip, come down here and activate us here at 56. So you have to put a sell stop at 56. So I want a flip and see this candle break down. If we come up here, we close above here and the next candle doesn't come down, then we can delete the sell stop, okay? Are you in a sell or buy right now? I am in a sell stop. Sell stop 30. Thank you so much for the follow. Okay, I'll be going out shortly, but we'll set this sell stop. Thanks, and hopefully see you tomorrow. Yes, Jakar, I'm excited. So trade not active? No, Leo, the trade is not active yet. We want to see the flip. You cannot just randomly get in a trade, because you might just, you know, burn your fingers or blow your account, or if like suddenly price just does like this, right? We want to see the confirmation that these highs actually are being respected, and the sell zone is being respected, and my trend line is being respected. So guys, we are 20 pips away from entry here. We are 20 pips away from entry here. Let's see. Okay, we are 14 pips away from entry. We are 16 pips away from entry. We're 14 pips away. 13 pips. 12 pips here. 14 pips. 13 pips. And 10 pips. And there we go. We are in the trade. We are in the trade, guys. We are in the trade. We are in the trade. Till now here, 56. So, let's see. We got a good flip here. We got a rejection right there. We got a rejection right there. We got a rejection right there. I want to see price roll over and come all the way down. Price should start to move here in the next 7 minutes. And then we should start to see price come all the way down. We're doing kind of a little bit like we did yesterday. The problem with yesterday was that we were anticipating the breakout a little bit too soon. Would like to see price come all the way down here and fill these fair value gaps, coming down to 39 and also coming down here to 47. Remember, guys, after 150 pips, we will go risk free, and then we'll take some partial, and then we will trail our stop loss and go for the next TP. Okay, so we're in here, guys. We're moving 10 pips. All right. Everybody good? Yes? Activated. Yes, Genter. All right. That's correct, my friend. Okay. Are we moving a bit here, guys? Let's see. How can I do this the best way so it's not like looking so ugly? I wanna make it clean, you know? Like I wanna make it clean. I wanna do like this maybe. I don't like it. Because I'm very like most of these traders I see online on Twitch and YouTube and all that like they use like too many lines, and they have all over like all this text, and I don't like it. I want to make it clean, you know. I want to make it look nice and neat. So you know, this text has to be on top of the line here. The rest of the text has to be below the line. It has to make room for the candle to come down. Like I want it to be neat. You know what I mean? Like it's maybe I have a problem. I don't know. But yeah, we're moving 40 pips, guys. Did you entry for sell now? Yes, 30. We are in the sell. We are in the sell. 5 minutes until Asia session begins, guys. This is looking good. Let's see if we can come down 150 pips here. Okay. Very nice top wick there. Very nice rejection we got there. First, we had the fair value gap here being tapped in right there. Then we got a rejection. We came down, another rejection, and then we got multiple rejections right here, looking pretty neat. Okay, Leon, you're in. Nice. Daisy, you're in. Yes, Master, you're in as well. Nice, Daisy. Daisy images. Daisy images. That's how Daisy images. Is that how you pronounce it? Jakar, you in the trade? We're moving 60 pips, guys. 60 pips here. Remember, guys, once we come down here to the fair value gap starting here at 47, it's going to be a little bit different, right? Because we might see a little bit of rejection here before coming up maybe here and then continuing down. So what I would like to do is I want to see here if price like reacts here. If it doesn't react, we can go risk-free coming down here. But if it reacts here, I want to go risk-free and take some partial and then wait, right? Join 30 seconds before entering this trade. Okay, but are you are in Leon, right? Yes, good. Let's see. Come on, guys. Let's see if we can get 100 pips here. In brother was in a 61.46. Let's go, Cal. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're not looking for much, guys. Just 100 to 150 pips, right? That's what we're doing here. 60 pips here. Let's see, can we come down to the family gap? But yeah, we really have some head and shoulders going on here. It looks very nice. It is a little bit fucked up head and shoulders, but we got a left shoulder, we got a right shoulder, we got a head. So yeah, I'm not gonna complain. Pretty nice and neat. Really lovely. We happy? Yeah, for sure. You should be. Look at this. It's so clean. Guys, do you notice how clean this is? So different from New York session, to be honest. Like, this is so clean. I mean, we have 2 minutes until Asia session begins, but I want to see price come down into the family gap first. Let's see here. We are moving almost 70 pips here, guys. See if we can come down. 47.5. Going down a little bit because there's 2 minutes until Asia session starts. We got a very nice top week. If you look at the hourly, I think we got a really, really clean here and really lovely. And you see here, this is an M pattern here where usually you come down and then you flip and then you take out the low here before coming down to create that bottom wick on the hourly also. Really nice. Look at that. Enter sniper again every time. Well, then you should join. The VIP, bro, or get cover trade, man. Just miss it, boss. It's okay, man. You're in VIP, bro. Okay, here, guys. There it is. Look at this, right here. That's 48. I want to see 47, guys. I want to see 40. I want to see the reaction here we get from 47. Do we have midpoint? You have the midpoint here, guys. I want you to go risk-free here. Stop loss just below entry for risk-free trade here, and then hopefully we can take some partial here. Take some partial here. Okay. Risk-free. There we go. Totally risk-free here. Let's go. Take some partial, guys. All right. Risk-free. Stop loss at BE. 4,055. No, 4,055. 4,056. There we go. Straight down there. And that's 100 plus pips there. Let's go. Let's see if we can hit TB1, guys. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. We gotta love it. All right, so now I want to see a top wick. If I can get the top wick here, that would be amazing. If we come a little bit higher up, that's okay. Just as long as we don't come all the way back up to our entry. 54 is also okay. Guys, remember to keep your stop loss at BE exactly at 56. You do not pay swap fees for holding trades at BE when it comes to sells. Only when you do buys. So when you do buys, you put stop loss just above entry for spread. But when it comes to sell stops, and especially when it comes to sells, you don't have to put it at below entry because you can just put it right at the entry because you don't pay for swap fees. Okay? And you don't pay for spread. Actually, the broker pays you for spread because it's a sell, right? So when you're buying gold, you pay for spread, you pay for swap fees, but unless you have a swap fee account, of course. But when you are selling, you're not paying. So we got a top wick here at 50. So not even near our BE. So if we can flip now and we can continue down, then maybe we can come down to our 39 and maybe even tap into our TP at 36. So let's see if this is possible. If it's not possible and price starts to move up, we wait for the next sell and the next setup, and then we can take the next trade, right? So my idea would now to be come down here, grab this, and then maybe come up to the family gap and then take another trade, right? Let's see. Very, very smooth, guys. Very smooth and very, very clean. Really, really clean. I like it. I like Asia session so far. For this session, yeah. Yesterday was a little bit like meh, because we're waiting for the PBI, right? But this is really really clean, to be honest. Are you not agreeing, guys? Do you agree? Like it's really clean, right? What do you think? We got a closure, we got the top wick, we got a fair value gap. We came down, we took partial. We're approaching the next fair value gap. We're approaching the low and the TP1, and it just, yeah, it's neat, it's nice, it's lovely. Look at that! Look at that! When do you trade on VIP? Monday to Friday. Hey Murat, how's it going? You reached out to my team. I heard it from my team that you reached out to them. Did you sign up for the VIP, or are you still like trying to figure out, or what? We are trading every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we are live doing the pre-New York session. For Twitch, I'm only live here doing the Asia session at the moment. I don't know if I'm gonna switch back to New York session, guys. Again, trial and error. I'm trying to figure out what works best with the Twitch stream. I was tired of being stuck in consolidation, and so far I love this. We had this top wick, we broke down, we closed below, and then we entered the trade. We flipped, we came into our sell stop, we came down, we closed below here. We now have a fair value gap, and look how price is just so neat and beautiful. Look at that. Oh my god, it's so like, bro. Hey Rakan, how's it going, man? Look at this. Rakan, this is so like doing New York system. We had all this bullshit, right? But look at this. We had a top wick. We entered our trade. We came down. We closed. We made a fair value gap, and we came almost down to our TP1. Really, really nice and neat. Yes, I'm figuring these things out. If you trade every day, then that's amazing. Yes, Monday to Friday. But I'm not live every day, Mute. I send signals every day. Asia session rocks. Hello, everyone, and the goat himself, Rakan. Hey, what's up? Good that you're talking a little louder. With obviously okay with it. Yes, Lee. It's I had to. You know, it was my first Asia session, right? I had to figure out like, is this too loud for her, or am I being too obnoxious, right? So yeah, it's okay. We can dance. We can have fun, and yeah, she's just in REM sleep. So I see. Thank you. You're welcome. I love you, Lusky. Right back at you. I think you're going to bed early today. I think you're going to bed early today. Thanks, Obit. I thought you said, I think you're going to make bread early today. As in, I had to stay up and just make money, and then I could just make breakfast for my wife, right? I just got on. Wow, that was fast entry, lol. Good for you. No more ranging crap. Yep, Paul. I love it. I love it. Like, wait. Let's see here if we can. I'm also updating VIP real quick, guys. There we go. Beautiful. It's funny, I'm actually making bread tonight. Oh, what kind of bread are you going to make? Please tell me you're gonna make a banana bread. Like my wife is just trying to figure out a recipe for banana bread. So clean, start liking to wake up early morning for Asia. Yeah, but it's like my, I really love this. Guys, I gotta be honest with you. This is one of the better sessions. Like usually, what we know we see is that I come live during the New York session, right? And then we we range for like 2 to 3 hours, and I sit there for 3 hours and I just talk with you guys, and we really don't get a trade, or we get a trade, but then we get stuck in this range. And then once I go live, offline, once I go offline, we either have like 50 pips, and then after it goes like 250 plus pips, and then I don't see it on the stream, right? Because it doesn't happen while I'm online. Or we have a good day and I'm online and we take like 2 trades, right? That's usually what it is. Like it's but this Asia session, like if this is the first trade and then we wait for this candle to close, we get a second trade in the fair value gap. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. That's pretty nice. That's pretty neat. So yeah, let's see if we can come down to the TP, guys. 80% white, 20% rye. Rye, thought of. Oh, okay. Wait, do you have a recipe? Made 500 USD already, Yud. You're welcome, man. Let's see, Yud, if we can close down here now and can then retest the fair value gap and then continue down. If you can come down below the EMA, guys, we can wait for price to come up here again or come up here again, and then we can take another sell. Right now, we are just below my midpoint. I would like to come down to the buy zone and see how price react there. But yeah, for now, it's just looking like this. Looks like we could roll over here and come down. Maybe we can have like a little bit of fake out. Maybe come down here, come up here again, and then continue down. I'll be right back. Okay, guys? Hello again. So yeah, if we can roll over here, come down here, then I would like to see the sweep of this low here. You see over here to the left, you can see a 26, and you see here 17. They don't have a bottom wick. So if you can come down to 17, that will be a really, really good Asia session here. So let's see here, the 15 is about to close in 5 minutes, guys. We want to see, do we get a fair value gap here or do we come up again? So far it's been clean, but we just started, right? We just started. Let's see. But yeah, guys, for your information, we do have, for your information, if you are interested in VIP or copy trading or anything like that, we do have VIP, we do have copy trading, we do have one-on-one session, and we do have what is called boot camp, right? Those are with my team, right? You have to talk with my team about these things. The only thing you talk with me about is account management, okay? So account management, like account AM, right? Account management, that's with me, right? So if you're interested in account management, you reach out to me. If you're interested in anything else, you reach out to my team, okay? So this is my team. This is my Discord. This is my Telegram, and this is my private Telegram for account management. And guys, there are people impersonating me out there, and sometimes they copy my link and stuff like that. So please be aware of scammers. You need to make sure that it's me, right? I will only reach out to you about account management. For everything else, it's my team, okay? It's my team, all right? VIP is 149, where you are paying 149 per month to get New York session, pre-New York session with the live stream and analyzing for London, New York session, and Asia session. I'm live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for you on VIP on Zoom. And then I also send signals Monday to Friday, right? Copy trading is 100% hands-free trading, where you are going to be trading 100% free with your own account. You're going to make an account on my broker, and then every single trade of mine will be copied to your account. So that's for that. So you just put the funds. So that's why it's free, right? You put the funds and I trade your funds and that's it. But you can see everything. You can follow the trades. You can see all the trades. You don't have to put stop loss, TP, anything. But it's $1,500+, right? So it's a little bit expensive for people who doesn't have a lot of funds. If people have less funds, they can reach out to me with account management and they can do less than $1,500 or more if they want, but they cannot see anything because it's going to be crypto and you're going to deposit it to my account instead of having your own access, right? So that's the difference. Copy trading, you have all the access. Account management, you have zero access, but then you know that you put your money on top of my funds, which means that you have more leverage and you can grow faster, right? A one-on-one session is basically just me sitting with you and teaching you about everything you want to know, whether it's binary, forex, options, stocks, like mindset, whatever it is. We have 30 minutes to 1 hour, up to you. You can pay for 1 hour, 2 hour, whatever it is. And then we have bootcamp, of course, which is my yearly bootcamp that I have every single winter, where we have 5 to 10 people, where we just sit and do hardcore trading. And also I teach you everything that I've learned for the past 15 years. It's also video materialized. That means I've recorded everything from the past bootcamp, and then you can have access to that. So you can either pay for the video material or you can pay for the live action session, right? So that's what we have to offer here, just so you know. But yeah, you can also read more about it over here. You can reach out to my team. So yeah, let me know if you're interested in that. But yeah, we're currently in this sell from 56. We waited for the top wick here. Once price came up and took out the high here, I was waiting for the flip. I said we put a sell stop. Once price comes back and flips, we're in the trade. We came down, it activated, and we went all the way down with this 50-minute candle. Then I said to you, maybe we're going to have a fair value gap here. And so we did, because now the 15 is about to close. It looks like it's going to close doji. If it does, we could see maybe a retest into the fair value gap and then another trade down. So what I want to do now, guys, is that I want to leave this trade as it is. And if we come up and retest here, we can enter for a second trade, okay? So that's what I'm looking at right now, guys. So yeah, welcome to my session, and thank you so much for joining. Or I would say, maybe I should say like, hope it's welcome to this session, because this is my second Asia session. Normally I trade New York session. I don't really touch London session because I think it's just consolidation, and New York session is mostly consolidation for now. Once we get to all-time highs again on gold, it's going to be so fun to trade New York session and London session, because all sessions are just going to run like it did last year, and you know, that's how it is. It's a seasonal thing. And right now this seasonal is more like, okay, we are more choppy, we are more consolidating, and we do that until like August. Once August comes in, you see price comes in, you see institutions buying the dip, you see price come up. And once we get the real boost and you see that cuts are coming in the picture, you see Kevin Walsh talk about rate cuts and everything, you should see price move up to 5,000, 5,600 again. Once that happens, you will see all the session working on buys, and then you should just stay away from sells, right? That's how it always is in gold. Gold is very, very volatile, but it's also very extremely heavily bullish. So I tend to be a buyer on gold, but due to the correction we had from 5,600 all the way down here, I am now trying to sell down to buy the dip, okay? So we're very close to the bottom, guys. Just for you to know, if you're new to trading and everything seems very overwhelming to you, I would highly recommend your account management. But if you're not into that and you just want to see all this for free and you just want to enjoy the sessions, you can learn from me. Just take it slow and ask me questions. I'm here to answer your questions. I'm live for 2 hours every single Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, okay? So, hello, I'm waiting 2 days. I'm big fan. Hey, entertainment. You're waiting 2 days? What are you waiting for, my friend? Let me know. How to see the AM? I mean, if loss or win? Argenta, you just ask me like every single month. It's going to be, you can say to me, okay, you can ask me, okay, where are we at now? And I will tell you and send you a screenshot that, okay, your account grew from, let's say, $500 to $1,200, then you can say, okay, do you want to get your $700, that split, will you have that split now? Or do you want to compound it and let it grow to $2,000 or $5,000? Once you're at $5,000, you can say, Obis, I want $1,000, please. Can you withdraw $1,000 for me? I'll send it to you in crypto, and then you will have $1,000. The rest you can decide to compound the account, or you can take everything if you want to do that. It's a split, and the more money you put, the more we split, right? It can be 80% for you and 20% for me, or it can be 90% for you and 10% for me, right? That's for account management. For copy trading, it can be 40-60, and it can be 30-70, or it can be 20-80, right? But yeah, account management, you get more split because, of course, it's easier for me to trade because I'm putting your money onto my funds, and I don't have to, show the broker and all these things. Like, I'm working myself and I don't have to be disturbed and everything. With copy trading, you can see everything. You can ask me questions. You can be panicking and say like, oh, but why are you taking this sell now? I can see why you're taking this sell. So when you have all that, it's a pain for me sometimes because people are so scared and they, they have a lot of questions, right? So that's why the split is higher, because I have to do more work. I have to put stop loss, TP, all that. When I do account management, I can just trade. I know you cannot see anything. You are not interfering with my trading, and you're just letting me be, because you know that I have 100K plus on my account. So I can leverage, I can grow the account, I can scale, I can compound, right? I don't get disturbed. So yeah, that's it, guys. We're in this cell and we're approaching TP1. Let's see if we can get down there. You think the bull is starting at 4,000 or lower? 3,976, bro. If we reach 3,976 tonight, that is where I think bulls are coming in. 3,976. So right now we have a psychology level here at 3,983 to 3,980. Right here, this is where most people are looking for buys. I would like to sweep that, come down here and grab that 73 or 76. So this is where I'm looking to be buying, bro, right here. But of course, the whole thing here is a buy zone, but this is where I'm looking for the sweep, okay? So yeah, I'm waiting for price to come down, sweep this, but then come up and respect my trend line, and then do something like this, right? That's what I'm hoping we can
get shit on,
tonight.
brother.
But yeah, we're coming down. We're coming down. Hey, Beret, nice to see you in live stream. I hope you're doing well. Beret, we are currently in a sell. We sold from 56 and we are currently at 40. So we're running 160 plus pips. I'm waiting for price to come down to TP1 here to see if we can get that. We have a favorable gap just above here. And maybe we could come up here, retest here, and then continue down from here. That would be lovely. So yeah. All versus total dry flower weight. You're good with good with bacon? Yo!
Days Images subbed and joined the Obits fam.
Hey, thank you so much, Days Image. Thank you for the tier 1 subscription here. And it's not even Prime, it's a tier 1 subscription. So thank you so much for your support, brother. Every support helps, but that's a big one. I think that's one of the bigger subscriptions. So thank you so much for subscribing, and yeah, thank you for the support and for being here. Daisel, this is your first time being here, and you're seeing this clean move down here, so that's really lovely for you. You should know that during New York session, where we normally trade, we have a lot of consolidation going back and forward. So for me, this is really, really lovely. Like, this is my second Asia session. I think I'm gonna be live here for the next 2 weeks doing the Asia session, and then we might see if we go back to New York session again, or if I keep going with this, because I so far I like it. Leo, Lebo, do you think the bull is starting? Sorry, no, you don't think it will go down lower to 3,500 anymore? It's not about whether I think anymore. It's about what I see. Lebo, what I can see is that institutions are heavily buying gold. Banks are heavily buying gold. Kevin Walsh are thinking about interest rate cut. You have to know that the only thing that drives gold is interest rate cut, right? And it's the bonds, okay? Those are the only thing that drives goals. And then the whole thing that everybody thinks that drives goals is war. Every time there's war, people think that they should heavily buy gold because then there is, there is a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of like, oh, what if this and that, and I need my safe haven, So gold has been for many, many years used as a safe haven. But what actually happens is during the war, we get a little bit of a push. But then after all the liquidity has been taken and all the institutions and the banks and everything, they take their money, then all the retailers are going to be punished. And that is what you're seeing. You're seeing a huge correction here coming down here in price. Let me just delete this for 1 second so you can see it. You see a huge correction coming from this all-time high all the way down here to here to here to here. And what you're noticing is that you are having this downtrend, but what you actually still see in this downtrend is that you're still holding the most important level of them all, which is this low over here, which is the all-time high breakout. So you can see here, once we came up to the all-time high here the first time, we came down, we retested. Where do we retest? We retest here at 3,980 to 3,927 and down to 3,888. And so far, this price has been holding here, 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 and here. And what you look at the RSI here is that you have bullish diversions, right? If you look here, you can see a price is moving in a downtrend like this, right? But what you're seeing on the RSI is prices moving in an uptrend. What does this tell you? That tells you you're no longer creating lower lows. You're creating higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. So you get lower low, lower low, and then what happened after that? You get higher low, higher low, higher high, higher high, right? That tells you that institutions and banks are buying now, and everybody thinks price is going to go down to 3,500, and that's why you can buy from these levels. Everything below 4,000 is a great buy for 5,000. Whether we're going to come all the way up to all-time high after that, or we're simply going to continue down to 3,600 after approaching 5,000, that is up to, that is up to price and the market makers and everything like that. But I strongly believe, very strongly believe that once we come down below 5,000, you can buy, 4,000, you can buy the dip again and you can take it up. So what drives gold is the interest rate cut and the bonds. And what you're seeing on the bonds right now is that if you look at a 20-year yield, you can see here that yield took a big downturn here, right? You see that from this high and down here, we came down on yields, which means that everybody who's interested in business, they're getting more and more, right? They're taking a cut of this so that they're more interested in investing into other things, of gold, for example, right? So when we had the war, people took out their profit from gold because they had to protect their US dollar. So US dollar went high up, gold went down. Now that people have been taking their profit from gold, now they can reinvest into gold. So it's a question of money flow. The money goes from one place to another place. It went from Bitcoin and from gold to USD. Now it's going back again. Okay, so institutions and banks are buying heavily. We are printing more money in the US. I'm not from US, so when I say we, I mean the banks and the Federal Reserve, right? They're doing the QE, right? They're printing money. When they print money, that means that we have to look at inflation. And if Kevin was to change the interest rate cut and cut some interest rate, you will see gold go up, right? Because it's going to be easier for institutions, it's going to be easier for funds, it's going to be easier for companies to borrow money, right? And thereby use the safe haven to drive price up, right? So that's why we're waiting for the dip here. But guys, we just hit TP1. There it is, beautiful. That's 200 pips, guys. We're running 200 plus pips. Running 200 plus pips. So the reason why I said 3,500 back then was because there was all the confluences to it. But now since we created this support and we've seen that more and more institutions and banks and market makers are buying the dip, well, that means that all the retailers, they're thinking 3,000, 2,000, 2,500, 3,500. It happens all the time, bro. Every single time you're at the bottom, people think it's going to go lower. Every time you're at the top, people think it's going to go higher. And that's when retailers, they get smacked. They get smacked in the face. They get like, You know, they're losing all their money because they're stupid. They don't know anything about trading, and they just want to push money, and they'll be like, oh no, we're gonna buy gold, oh, we're gonna miss out, I'm gonna have FOMO, you know. And when it's going down, it's like, oh no, I'm gonna have FOMO, you know. So that's why you're seeing that price is always going against you, because retail traders, they think, oh, I see a bullish candle, it's going to be bullish, it's going to break out. I see a red candle, oh, it's going to be bearish, it's going to break out, right? Like that's the thing. You don't see the bigger picture. You don't zoom out and look to the left and be like, hey, look at this. What do we have here? We have a downtrend, but it's not an actual downtrend. It's simply just a downtrend into a bullish wedge pattern here, right? Where when we come down, we break out here, we can come up again and come and break out, right? So I'm only looking for a little bit of a dip. I'm not looking for much. I'm simply looking for either come down and retest here, or I'm looking for sweeping this low. That's all I'm looking for. So we have that bullish divergence happening on the RSI. If we can get something like this, coming down here to 80 to 73, maybe 69, something like that, then we can go like this, boom, 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 and then we can break out. Once we break out 4,300, you're going to see gold coming up to 5,000 again. It's so simple. It happens every single year. It happens every 4 years. It happens every 8 years. Same thing when we have the financial, crisis back in 2008. Same thing in 2020 when you saw Bitcoin go to the first all-time high since 2013, right? Like, same thing over and over again. Retail traders are the ones getting punished. Us, banks, institutions, sharks, market makers, we're making the money, right? I make $1 million every single year on stupid retail traders because they become my liquidity. So that is why you need to understand what the market is doing and how you can take advantage of it. All right? So let's see here. Did you exit? No, I'm not out. I'm not out, bro. I am simply risk-free here, and we are running 200 plus pips. We hit TB1. TB2 is going to be 4,005. Solid trade. You think there'll be a bounce here soon? Hopefully we can come down and sweep that 4,000 first, bro. Let's see. July 26, I think it is. 29, Paul. Look at this. Here. Paul, look at this. Here. We got the federal funds rate, the FOMC, and the press conference to 29. I think, yeah, in approximately 14, 15 days. That's when you're going to start to see price move. Is that a psychology level? Which one? The 30? 30 is a psychology level. Yes, it is. Definitely is. So for the second trade, guys, I'm waiting for the family gap. Hopefully we're going to get it in the session. Does CAD also affect Xauusd? I haven't been looking at Canadian dollar for a long time. You see anything on the weekly or anything like that? I mean, oh, actually, wait, we have a beautiful M pattern here. Look at that. You see that? So if price comes down and sweeps this low, I think Canadian dollar is going to take a dip here, So let's look at OrdCat. Let's look at OrdCat, guys. OrdCat. Yeah. So the Canadian dollar is getting smooshed to the downside, which means the Australian dollar is getting good to the upside. So actually, bro, you can, if you want to trade like normal currency pairs, you can buy Australian dollar versus the Canadian dollar, because Canadian dollar is getting smashed right now. I don't know if they have like correlations, XAU USD, because it's OrdCat and the Canadian dollar. So I'm not really sure, to be honest. I don't really trade that. I mostly trade metals and Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I don't really know. Yeah, it looks like the Canadian dollar is getting totally smashed, and Australian dollar is pushing up. I haven't been trading currency pairs for a long time, bro, because I feel like it goes too slow. Simply goes too slow. It's not moving. It's not making me money. Same with stocks, right? I used to trade stocks, but stocks is going so slow as well. Now there's a good pump on stocks, but I'm not gonna buy up here. Like, I'm not crazy, you know. I'm not gonna buy up here. Like, oh yeah. By the way, what's happening to Bitcoin and Ethereum? What's happening is that I'm waiting for price to come down to my buy level. I'm waiting for price to come down and sweep 50, 52, maybe 40, 49. It would be really, really nice to see if we can get a dip here. Buy it up here. That'll be lovely. I'm not buying, guys, above 50k. Not buying above 50. I bought a 15k. I took it up to 100k. Now I'm not buying above 50k. Next time I will not buy above 100k. So it goes up, of course. You're not gonna get the biggest dip anymore, but you can still get huge dips. Like Bitcoin went to 15k last time, so I think Bitcoin is gonna go to 35 to 45k this time, and next time it's gonna go to 65 to 50k. I think, maybe. Let's see. It's in 4 years from now, so I'm chill on that one. But I think the dip for 40k to 35k or 45k is gonna happen here during September. Usually September, October, November is the best months for crypto to accumulate, and then December is gonna fly with gold, and then into January, February next year, right? Then we're gonna see something in March, April. Gonna see the dip, or we're gonna see continuation. Very interesting. Guys, we're going into 2027 with a huge boost. Like, you already got this correction in gold. You always got this correction in Bitcoin. You're gonna make so much money in 2027, 2028 if you play your cards properly. But yeah, guys, try out the VIP for a month, see what I'm all about, and if you like the kind of trading I do. If you do, like, you would be inside the trading, and you will know when I buy Bitcoin and when I buy silver, and when I'm gonna buy the dip on gold, right? And I will let you know with all the trades, and we make approximately like 300 to 500 pips every single day. Today we made 600 pips on VIP. We're still running in trades, so yeah, it's very nice. Is there a free trial? There is no free trial as of yet, but maybe we can make that for the next New Week New Deal. I'm not sure. Sometimes we have some promotions for New Week New Deal, which means you can get a better price. But we haven't had it for the past few weeks because there has been a lot of consistency in customers. So we don't really need to make any promotions, but I guess we can make a new one to help out some people who doesn't have the same amount of funds. But if you don't have a lot of funds, bro, then I would highly recommend your account management. It's free. I'll just trade your funds for you, right? Let's see here. Let's see, guys, if we can get the second trade here. We're looking for 50. Looking for 50, right? First trade we took here was 55. We can get a second trade here at 50. I got 300. How much for account management? Oh, if you got 300, that's all you have, bro. I wouldn't recommend it to you because you need money to treat yourself and you also need to take care of yourself, man. So don't give me the rest of your money, please. If you had $500 for account management and then you also have money for yourself, for your own trading, that would be great. 300 is also enough for account management, but it's just, I don't want to, you know, get you into a situation where you just don't have the funds to take care of yourself, right? That's not the idea. Yes, but I want you to have your own account at the side as well, so you can trade as well. So you're not just waiting for me. So I can trade for you, but then at the same time, you're learning and you're trading yourself as well. One more day like today, and I pass my first prop firm challenge and get funded. Woo! I caught 1.65% doing New York session, and now sitting on another 1.5%. Let's go, Lee. I'm happy, man. I'm happy here, man. But yeah, $500 or $300 for account management is enough. Just not $100 or $200. Like, that's too little. That's too low. But $300, we can work on that. Do you have crypto? Like, if that's possible, yeah, sure, you can just reach out to me. Just make sure that you also have funds for yourself, right, bro? Here, you can just reach out to me directly here. That's for account management. For copy trading, one-on-one session, all that, you reach out to my team. So guys, we're waiting for the second entry here. We got an entry already at 56. We are risk-free. We run 200 pips down here to TB1. We're waiting for either TB2 or a retest here to take the second trade. If we don't get a retest here and continuation down here, we cannot take a second trade. And then I think that's it. So yeah. I'm trying to make my fund from here. Well, it's going good so far, right? Let's see. Guys, if we come up to 49, I'm gonna take a second trade. Okay. Second trade, guys, is gonna be here. 49. Stop loss just above the high. Take it down. Okay. So this was trade 1. Trade 2 and the final trade. Trade 1. Risk-free. Running. That was trade 1. Gonna make this smaller. Boom. Gonna zoom a little bit in. Put it up here. There we go. Trade 2. All right. Xauusd. Sell limit. Gonna be a sell limit, guys. 4,049. Stop loss gonna be about the high. It's gonna be 62, I think. No, it's gonna be, sorry, no, it's 68. TB1, it's gonna be 1,030. TB2, 4,005. Like the previous trade, right? Okay. Boom. Boom. And then we put it big. Okay, guys. So this is going to be trade 2. So trade 1 is currently running. Boom. So this is trade 1. Trade 1 is done. Okay. Oh, wait. Maybe make it green. What's more pleasant? Yeah. It'll be trade 2. Get shit on, brother. So, once again, trade 1, running in profit, 200 plus pips. We are risk-free at 56. Trade 2, 49. Okay? Great. I'm in the same position as you. Nice, Mr. Git. And thank you for the follow. We are currently waiting for trade 2. We have a missing bottom wick here, so I'm waiting for the flip here, coming down to fill the entire move. Coming down and sweeping this low we have over here at 26. I'm simply waiting for sell limit here at 49. Okay. Let's see. You can get it, guys. So trade 1, done. Trade 2, we're waiting for the sell. For second trade is stop loss 68 instead of 56, same as trade 1. What? Stop loss is 68. Yes, stop loss is 68, yes. What time frame is am I looking at? 15-minute time frame, bro. 15-minute time frame. Maybe I can do like this, so it's easy for people to see. What about this? Is better? Can you see it now? 15-minute time frame. Like this. Better? Trade 1 is done. Sweet. I tend to flick between 5 and 1 hour. But yeah, we are the same. My stop loss is 60 and my TP is 4010. Yep. If we can get down below 4015 and sweep 4010 to 4005, we can hit TP2. My stop loss is 4068 because we already following the trend line. We had a head and shoulders here on the 50. I don't know if you saw it on the 15, bro. We got a left shoulder, we got a right shoulder, we got a head, and we broke down. We filled the fair value gaps. Now we have a new fair value gap here. We come up, retest this, hold the trend line, and continue down. That will be great. That's what I'm waiting for, man. I can even delete this one because it's not relevant anymore. So yeah, this is the case. Hopefully it's clear to everyone what I'm looking at and what I'm looking for. No momentum showing. We're gonna break this trend anytime soon. Yes. Hopefully we can come down and sweep 4,000 and then we can go up to 4,300. That's my goal. I have buys below 4,000. So, yeah. Hoping to see Kevin Wash cut interest rates in the 29th at the meeting, the Congress. So let's see. Yeah, but that's what everyone thinks, bro, and that's why I don't think it will happen. I think everybody thinks price is gonna go to 3,500 or 3,888, and that's why I'm like bullish just below 4,000, because people forget that it's the same thing all the time. People think it's gonna go lower than what it is. People think it's gonna go higher than it is. When we were 5,600, people thought we'd go to 6,000. When we were at 4,000, people thought we'd go to 3,500. Like, I think the low is in. I think the low is 4,000 and sorry 3,942, and this is your lower low, and then you haven't had a lower low since then, so this is your higher low, and then you're gonna have a double bottom, or you're gonna have a higher low again. So you have your lower low here, this is your higher low, and this is your higher low, right? So you're not breaking structure, and you are literally just coming down to sweep this. Once you sweep this, you have your double bottom, or you have your higher low, and then you're gonna have another higher low and another higher low, and you're only gonna make higher lows and then higher highs, right? I think the bottom is in, bro. 3,942. Also, if you look at daily, you can see on RSI, you have daily divergence. But it's up to you, man, if you want to take it down. Like, of course, if it runs, it runs. You can take profit all the way down to 3,500 or 3,700. But personally, I think we're going to retest 5,000 before we go to 3,500. But it's up to you, man. Not too low. Look how much we're still up for the year, man. Good morning. Hello, Girlcon Gaming. I agree, but we have done this several times on the way down. Some people are predicting ridiculous things. Yep. So the thing I see, guys, I'm just going to remove this for a second. I'm going to come back to it, okay? What I'm seeing here on the daily, bro, is very, very simple for me. I see that we are not in a downtrend. I see that we are in a high uptrend, but I see that we have correction. And the corrective price came down to a very, very important level, which is the 3,942. And if you look to the left, you can see here, when we first had the all-time high in gold, we came up, broke out here, came up all-time high, and then where did we retest? We retest the place where we broke out. So you have this level right here, holding price up. So if you draw your demand zone from here, and you pull it all the way over here, you can see here that as long as we hold this, price is not going to go lower. So what I'm seeing here is that you are in this wedge pattern now here, where you have support, support, demand, support, support, demand, 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 all the way here. And then you have resistance, 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 and resistance, resistance, right? And what I want to see now is price coming down one more time to that demand zone, and then doing something like this. And for me, it's very, very simple. All retailers are now going to sell, because every time price came up, it came down. So it makes the psychology change for people. So they believe it's going to come down, and it's going to come down to 3,000 or 3,500. People think we're going to come down and retest this level here. And for me, it's just very, very like it's the same thing as we saw back here, right? When we were up here, we had all-time high right there. Price made its correction, and it did something similar like this, right? Tapped, 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 came down. People said it will come down to this low. It never did, and then it broke out again, right? It's like it happens all the time, bro. It happens all the time. People always predict that it's gonna come lower than it does. Gold is bullish, and gold is always bullish. And I've never seen gold being bearish. I've been trading for 15 years. I've never seen gold being bearish. I've seen corrected price, but I've never seen gold being bearish. So for me, this is just the demand zone on the daily. We are holding the demand zone so far. So once we come down, sweep this 4,000, we can fly up. All we need to do is we need to take a very important level out, which is this 4,200, and then the 4,392. If we can smash through this supply zone here, then what you're doing is you're coming up, breaking the line, coming down, using that supply zone as a demand zone to break out to the upside. It's very, very simple for me, bro. I'm buying just below 4,000. I'm buying every single dip. And if I don't see interest rate cut on the 29th of July, then I can, you know, adjust, right? So, yeah. But like, it's all about the federal funds Congress, where we are hearing from Kevin Walsh, either rate cuts or rate hikes or just holding rates. And it's about like the bonds. It's the bonds is rolling over, and you can see we took a massive hit here, right? We came up here, had triple top right there at 5.1, and then we broke down, right? And when you break down, gold goes up. So for me, this is a fake out now to go up. So yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for price to come down to my buy zone. Well, yeah, that's about it, man. Yeah, I agree, man. How do you identify supply and demand zones? You just look at where price retest most of the times and where they meet and where they intersect. That's where you have like your supply and demand zone. Just gotta expect the unexpected always. Why is that? Is that because it's infinite? It's because gold will always go up because the world is fucked up. Bro, we live in a world where we don't have peace, right? There is war every single year, okay? Every single year, most of the time, right? Every 4 years there's war, okay? I don't want to say every single year because then people are gonna cancel me, right? But every 4 years there is war, and as long there will be war, and as long as we need to be like, I don't want to say evil, but like as long as we will try to push people into more money, and the Fed is gonna print more money, and every single Fed member, if every single Fed chair member has been printing money, as long as U.S. prints money, and as long as there's a war every single year, every 4 years, you will see interest rate cuts, you'll see cuts, and you will see gold go higher and higher. That's just the nature of things. It's just the nature of things. Dollar is slowly falling over, rolling over, and becoming lower and lower and lower and lower and lower, and it will bury itself. And at some point, we don't need the dollar anymore, and that just makes gold goes higher over the time. And every time there's uncertainty in price, every time there is a demand of a safe haven, then people tend to go to gold. People use gold as a safe haven for their own insecurities, right? And their own insecurities is like, what are we going to do with our economy? What are we going to do with our funds? What are we going to do with our interest rate? What are we going to do with our retirement? What are we going to do with my kids' future? Like, as long as people are scared, as long as people are uncertain, gold will always go up. That's how it is. It's just the nature of things. It's the law of the nature. I agree, man. I think it will be fast, so gotta be very careful with these shorts. Bear in mind, there is a difference between paper and physical gold. Yes, and once we get to know the actual physical gold number, then gold will go up, and you will see gold skyrocket. But you're not gonna see that, bro, before 2027. Trust me, you're gonna have a lot of meetings, you're gonna have a lot of rate cuts, and you're gonna see gold come back up to all-time high. But you're not gonna see gold go above $10,000 until you actually know what that number is gonna be. And at some points there will be a rebalance. You will see Trump or whoever is gonna be the new prime, like what is called as I was about to say headmaster, but we're not talking Hogwarts here. President. As long as Trump is president, I don't think you're gonna see gold above $10,000, and you're not gonna see Bitcoin above 200K. But whoever is gonna do it, whoever's gonna rebalance and reset gold and silver and reprice it from $49 or $59 or whatever it says now, when it comes above $500 or $1,000, you're gonna see price skyrocket on gold, and you're gonna see so much supply coming in. You're gonna see so much demand for higher gold, and people will tend to drive the gold. You'll see the US dollar falling over, and you're gonna see like price just breaking down. It's gonna happen. It's inevitable. So I'm just buying gold. I never ever sell gold. I only do this scalp here to take gold down so I can buy it up. So I bought gold when it was at 2,000 physical, and I'm gonna buy gold again here at 3,000, 3,500, but I don't think it's gonna happen before we hit 5,000. Yes, but gold isn't reacting like the hedge, like the mass is expected to. Gold only reacts like that when it's not the US in war. I agree with the dollar, but the dollar is conjunctive with the American war. Dang, I only saw it as because gold is infinite. Is there something better than gold though? Silver. Silver is going to be more volatile, and silver is going to have longer runs than gold. Once you see gold take out the all-time high, you're going to see silver takes out the all-time high. I'm looking to buy silver, physical silver, at $48 to $52. Once price comes down here, for me, I'm going to buy silver, guys. And I'm going to buy physical silver, and I'm going to hold silver for a long, long time. This is where you broke out for the all-time high last time. You see, again, same story. Same story again, guys. We broke out here. This was the all-time high on silver. Price came down, created this low here, and it was protected by this wick here. You see this wick? This wick came down and protected 47. This has been a protected low ever since. And I don't think it's going to change. I think price is going to come down, fill these two fair value gaps here, right here, 51 and 50. Once price comes down here, you're going to see a demand of silver because we need silver. We need silver for our military. We need silver for our tanks, right? We need silver for our weapons. We need silver for so many things, guys. Not only gold. Gold is it's a shiny rock. It's a shiny rock that we think is pretty, but we actually need silver, you know? Silver is everything. So silver is going to go to $500 and gold is going to go to $10,000. But the silver breakout is going to be more volatile and more crazy than gold. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. Guys, I don't know if you're going to get this trade, to be honest, because price is starting to move slow now. We are approaching the 4 hour now here. In 3 minutes, the hourly is going to close, and it's going to close bearish. Then you're leaving this fair value gap. You can see if I just remove everything here. You can see then we're going to close like this. We're going to have an hourly fair value gap right there between 50 and 55. So if price comes up here to 55, we can enter for a new trade. But I honestly don't think it's going to happen during this session. I think we're going to close below here. I think this is a fake out for buys. And then people are starting to buy here. And then price is going to roll over and come down. So I don't think it's going to happen this session. But I'm just telling you that if you are interested in taking a sell with us in VIP, you can purchase the VIP. But if you want to take it yourself, you can take it here, same trade, like between 48, 50, and then have stop loss above these highs here, right? That's what I would like suggest you to do. I'm just simply telling you what I'm doing. I'm not forcing you to do anything. I'm just saying that if you want to take this trade, because I don't think it's going to happen during this session. Unfortunately, I think we're going to roll over and come down here now. But yeah, let's see. I'm just curious, what will happen to Xauusd when USD has no value anymore? Gold is going to go to $20,000. It's going to have a whole new price, bro. You have no idea. Gold in 2031, bro, we're going to be above $10,000 on gold, if not above 20,000. Like silver is more useful than gold, yes, but it's a shiny rock and it's psychology, right? People love the shiny rock. And people use gold as a demand as a demand for a safe haven, right? They use it as a safe haven. I just think we hit a little lower than everybody thinks because that's what everybody's thinking. I don't think everybody's thinking that, bro. I think most retail traders are in sells now. I think so. I think most people, they got shaken out here. I know you and we are looking for the buys, but look at this, bro. Most people got shaken out here at 4,000. When price then came down here again, everybody was selling, right? Then when price came up here, everybody was buying. So those weak hands got taken out here, here, and here. And now everybody is selling again. So I think they are going to be taken out here as well. And then we're going to go up again. So for me, like, I think it's time, bro. I think it's time. And regardless of it going lower or whatever, like, we're going to get it in VIP. We always do. So, yeah. I'm probably not going to get it in a live stream, and I don't really care about that. As long as I'm in for the all-time high, I'm fine. I'm a long-term positioning trader. I'm not a day trader or a scalper or anything. So if you're doing speed scalping or intraday trading or day trading, all this analysis doesn't really matter to you because you can take like 200 pips, 300 pips, and you're gonna be happy with that. For me, I don't care about that. I want 5,000 pips or 10,000 pips, and I hold for months, and I hold for a year, and then I make $1 million, and then I take a break for 3 months, and I do that every single year. Every single year. That's what I do, and that's how I've always been doing it for 15 years. So I'm not really interested in these small trades. It's just, you know, for the sake of Twitch, right? So yeah. Would you say that silver support matches up with gold support? I would say that there is a very, very good chance that if we don't hold this low, and that we actually come down and we take out this low and we come down to this low here at 3,888. that this low here, yes, it matches really, really good with the price of silver. But my question is, bro, are you gonna buy at $48, $49, or you're gonna buy at 50 and 51? Because I think most people are gonna buy at 52 and $50, and that's why I think we're going lower on silver. I think we could go down to 48 and $47 on silver to just take out all the weekends. But again, as I said to you, like, I'm expecting price to come down, sweep this low. Once we sweep this low, I would like to see price come up to the 5,000 level on gold, which would match with this high right here, because I do see one more tap up here coming up, grabbing that liquidity, and then we can get all the weekends out by going here to go there. That's how I see it, and that's what matches with gold as well. If we can come down to grab some liquidity, and then when people think it's gonna go lower, as you also think, then you're gonna wait for that, and it's not gonna happen. You're gonna keep selling, right? Then if price comes up here, grab some liquidity, then it could come down, grab that low at 3,500 or 3,000, and then we could go up there. That's what I see. I don't think we're gonna go straight down there because it doesn't make sense. For me at least, I think this low is in here. And I just want to see price come up one more time to grab some more liquidity above these highs before eventually coming down and grabbing that 3,500. So I agree with you. 3,500 is where I want price to go. If you are, if you want the full analysis that I've been, talking about now, and also what I saw with 3,500 like 3 months ago, you can check it out right here, bro. Look at this here. This is 3 months ago, right? Gold Xauusd is crashing. I'm buying. Look where price was at when I made this video. Look at this, bro. You can see here. 3 months ago, when I told everybody that I'm going to buy the dip, look where we were at. We were at 4,600, which means now we are 6,000 pips lower than that. This is 3 months ago. And I said, gold is crashing. I'm buying between 3,000 and 4,500. Boom. 3,000 and 4,500. Where we at? We are exactly where I'm talking about. And in that video, I explained that I would like to see that we take out this low, and I would take out this low as well. So I was expecting one more low, because when you have a wick like this, usually McGriffin, it's not always, right? We usually come down and we fill 50% if not sweeping that low. And that's exactly what we did here. We came down to the 50% right here, and then we came up here again a little bit after taking out that low here. But then we came down one more time, and now we're creating that daily demand zone, right? And what I really like to see here is that on the daily, when we have the RSI and we have that bullish divergence,
get shit on, brother.
it just really adds up, man. It just really adds up, because you're seeing this downtrend, but you're seeing this uptrend here, right? It's just, bro, look how clean it is, man. Look at this low. This is a lower low, right? Because the previous low was here, right? Oh, you cannot see that, sorry. Previous low was here, right? So this is a lower low, but this is not a lower low. This is a lower high. It's a lower high, right? You're no longer creating lower lows. You're creating lower highs. This is bullish divergence. That's exactly what I think with gold too. Yes, man, I see it. I will subscribe now. Appreciate the honest feedback. It's so close. Good point. Yeah, it's so extremely close, bro. We are so close to the bottom. I love it. I love it. So yeah, I will try to buy the dip here below 4,000. If we break 3,942, and we come down to my stop loss, and we come down to 3,800, I'm gonna try one more time. Otherwise, I'm gonna wait down to 3,500, 3,400, right? So I'm with you. I'm with you all the way, bro. But I'm just not fully convinced that we're going all the way down there yet, because I think too many people expect that. And when the crowd sentiment are very bearish, I'm usually very bullish. I don't trade I'm not just trading based off the technical analysis. I trade out of technical, sentiment, and fundamental. So let me just show you real quick here. So this is the trade we're in. Thank you for the follow, Famous. So I don't trade only technical. I trade technical plus SA plus FA, right? So technical, sentiment, and fundamental. When crowd sentiment is very very heavily bearish, and people saying like 3,500, 3,800, or like 2,000, 2,500. Usually the opposite is happening because the institutions and the market makers and the banks, they are listening. They're listening, and they know what the retailers are doing. They know exactly that everybody's expecting price to go down to 3,500. So wouldn't it be more interesting to take price down to 3,980 or 3,970 and then skyrocket up? And then people are waiting for that dip to 3,500, and they try to sell it, and they take out all the weak hands by crashing or by like squeezing all the sellers all the way up to 5,000. I think that's much more interesting than just taking it out to 3,500 because everybody can sell here now. And as you said, you think everybody is in for buys. I think the opposite. I think everybody is in for sells. That's a sentiment. Fundamentally, we have the 29th of July like coming up, the Fed meeting, right? And at that Congress, I strongly believe that Kevin Walsh is going to hint at interest rate cut in October. And if he's going to, like, the slightest indication of any interest rate cuts, of any hope for interest rate cuts in October, that will drive gold up, like big boost. So if everybody is expecting lower lows and more dumping and more retail trailers coming down to 3,500, then I think on 29th of July, we're going to rally. And if that is true, then you should be around 4,400, 4,200. So if we are not at 4,200 to 4,400, the 29th of July is going to be too easy, right? Because people are going to be expecting more sells, so they're going to sell from this level. And I think that will drive gold up, and that will take out all the weak hands. So I'm expecting price coming down, sweeping that low, coming up to 4,200, 4,400. 29th of July will happen. And then, boom, you're going to rally to the upside. And people are trying to sell this, right? Because people know 4,400 is a very, very strong level. So many retailers are going to sell 4,400. I'm telling you, there are so many retailers selling 4,400. It's such a strong level, and I think it's just gonna break through. Just gonna break through, go up to 4,600, 4,800, and then we're gonna have a decision point 4,800 to 5,000. So technical, we're bearish. Sentiment, fundamental, we're bullish. We just need the technical. All I need to see is a break above 4,200, and I need to see a 4-hour bullish candle, and I need to see a 1-hour bullish candle following that, and then I need to see a 15-minute bullish candle with a fair value gap. Then I'm like all in for buys. But I am buying the dip here as well, because I'm not I want to see if price can break 4,400 because before I get into buys. No, I am not a follow the trend kind of guy. I buy before everyone else does it, and I sell before everyone else does it. So yeah. I don't think they're cutting rates though, man. Honestly, with the US war and everything, you think they're cutting rates, bro? It's in October. We are in July right now, right? July to August, August to September, September to October. It's in 3 months. It's in 3 months. In that video of mine on YouTube, if you check that video, I said I don't think the war's gonna end before August, September. Because what happens in September, October, November, December, those are the most bullish months for Bitcoin, for gold, for silver. I'm telling you, bro, you're gonna be surprised. I think everyone is gonna be like thinking like you're thinking right now. We're gonna have rate cut. We're gonna have rate hikes. We're gonna have the same rate in October. And I think Kevin Walsh is gonna come in with interest rate cuts, and you're gonna see all the retailers. They're gonna beg for their money back because they're gonna lose all their money. Like you can clip this and you can come back to me in October, but I think we're gonna be above 5,000 in October. But yeah, let's see, bro. I mean, I don't have a crystal ball, but I'm not telling you to do these things. I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing personally, and I hope you appreciate the feedback. But like, at the end of the day, it's your money, it's your funds, it's your plan, and I'm not here to change your plan. I'm just telling you my insight. So yeah. Because the Strait of Hormuz is also like, it's a very serious thing, right? You need to open the gates so that we can have oil coming in to all countries. Like we really need to be able to cross, right? So I think it's not gonna continue, because if it continues, you're gonna see oil back at $120 per barrel, and that's not gonna be good for the world. So I think it will end. I do see oil a little bit higher. Maybe we're gonna see some kind of like spikes again in August. But for now, I do see that we're gonna have some kind of expectation, having rate cuts with the institutions and the banks, and then retailers expecting rate hikes or just the same. But I think we're gonna have some hints on rate cuts. I think we'll be surprised. Top guy. MACD on the 4 hour is not even bearish yet, though. Oh. But yeah, guys, I hope you appreciate the analysis, and I hope you know that we are in this sell here. TB1 is going to be TB1 here is going to be we already hit TB1. Sorry, TB2 is going to be 4,005. If you want to take the trade down to 3,976, that's going to be my TB3. Okay, we're not going to get this trade, guys. It's getting late now. I have to go to bed. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, let's take this all the way down to my 3,976. I'll see you tomorrow, and let's see if we can get the dip and buy the dip, or if you were right and we're gonna go down to 3,800. Okay, guys, see you. Thank you so much for watching, and appreciate you. Reach out to my team for VIP, for live session, for copy trading. If you want account management, you reach out to me. Okay. All right. Discord. There you go. And this is mine right here. All right, guys, subscribe, and see you on the next Asia session tomorrow. See you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.